This epic gear video is for Satyr Fox. Now, say this is actually a really great epic gear because the skill it affects is Dream Warrior. Now, what Dream Warrior does is incites terrible dreams in a single sleeping enemy. It affects the enemy with the highest threat, so if all the enemies are asleep, it picks the one with the highest threat and deals a good amount of damage. And then these nightmares. So when this blue skill fires, it deals damage to the person sleeping as well as extends the duration of the sleep. But this was kind of an issue because if none of the heroes were asleep, this skill wouldn't be any effect. So what Ancient Flute does, the epic gear, is Dream Warrior now targets the enemy with the highest attack speed. So it doesn't really care about the threat anymore, but it picks the enemy with the highest attack speed. But the enemy no longer has to be asleep. So the blue skill will fire off as often as it can based on the blue skill cooldown. And so it deals a lot of damage. So, I mean, right now it's at 17,000 damage, as well as it gets an extra amount of damage. So it's going to be at 31,000 damage just right off the bat. So those high attack speed heroes are really going to be hit. This can be beneficial whether the high attack speed hero is a frontline hero, because the quicker you can take out that frontline, the better, or a backline hero, because eliminating those backline heroes early on can really change the tide of the battle. So the target enemy gets a large amount of damage as well as is now put to sleep for 5 seconds, and it takes 5 times of them getting hit by your team to wake up. So sleep is obviously really nice because the target can't move, attack, or use skills while they're sleeping. So they're rendered completely useless. The only thing they really can do is still generate energy, but they can't do anything else. So allies also deal 15% increased damage to sleeping enemies, is this last part here. So especially if it targets those frontline heroes, it does a lot of damage to the frontline heroes as well as puts them to sleep, and then any damage you do against that hero will get a lot of damage done to them as a bonus, 15% increased damage. So this actually is kind of beneficial if the highest attack speed person on the other team is one of their frontline heroes, because this can completely destroy the frontline heroes, and the quicker you can get through the front line, you can start getting to the back line and taking them out. So a really good epic gear overall, really changes how the hero works. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions or anything, let me know.